Hey, what's up? Welcome to the third part of what they should have taught us in schools. This one is called Stabilizing Life. Another week rolling on, time never really stops, does it? Have you seen The Matrix? Not the new one, of course, the classic one where this scene made our jaws drop. It was indeed way ahead of time for the kind of scene it was. So then, what do you think it takes for someone in real life to see a bunch of bullets coming at you at a speed of 1800 miles per hour, then process this information, the trajectory, and then duck all of them all in a split second? It takes years of conditioning to situations that require a fight or flight response to condition the brain to process and act within a fraction of time. And never letting emotions take over, practicing being rational, logical, and real. What does all of this have to do in real life, you might be wondering? Well, life is always shooting bullets at us. Do not know about you, but I have always been constantly targeted by life with an automatic. These bullets have come in various forms and shapes. But the one thing that I did not see in the moment these bullets were being shot at me is that now that I take a look back, all those emotions, all those situations passed eventually. I did not have to take them very seriously and react rashly. I did not have to hold on to the emotions that were being produced because of that specific circumstance. Every time I try to react to the situation by understanding the situation based on a primary tunnel perspective judgment. I kept reacting, which only made things worse. What I really would have done if I had a time machine is I would take a deep breath, take a step back, release the deep breath, feel thankful for being alive and healthy, take a step back, let my mind fly away from that tunnel, and then watch from the flown away mind's bird's eye perspective at the situation. Understand what the situation entails and if it really is going to be a problem in the long run, and if it really calls for a reaction, and only after being logical, only then would I act. So then, how do we become stable, unscathed by most bullets life shoots at us? We need to understand what emotions are, the culprits who, if let loose, make things so much worse. Emotions arise and are influenced by the limbic system in our brains and consists of three main parts. The subjective part, the context in which you experience the said emotion. The psychological part, the way in which your physical body reacts, sweating, shivering, etc. The expressive part, the way it makes you behave in response to the emotion. Then there are positive emotions that make us better human beings. There are also negative emotions that we have absolutely very little need of. We need to understand and strike a distinction between these two. Positive emotions like motivation help us to act. The fight or flight response helps us to avoid danger. In some cases, they support the decision-making process, improve our ability to connect with other human beings. On the other end of the spectrum, there are all these negative emotions like anger, fear, resentment, frustration, and anxiety, which are all of very little use to us. When has anger ever helped anyone? It has caused so much turmoil and even caused world wars in the past. So once we understand these emotions, which are the reason behind most of our reactions, in order to strike a balance between emotion, rationality, and logic, there has been this new technique or an acronym that is being used by therapists, which was outlined in a research conducted by Seri Sims. The acronym is called Tears of Hope. Each letter of the acronym stands for an action that you need to practice in order to understand and strike a balance between emotion, rationality, and logic. Teach and learn yourself to increase self-awareness and understand your body and soul. Express and be open to increase the acceptance of what comes. Accept and befriend yourself to increase self-compassion. reappraise and reframe to see things from multiple perspectives. Social support, investing in relationships to expand connection to others and self compassion. Of hedonic well being and happiness to focus on happy memories and savor successes and feel good. Observe and attend to be mindful and non judgmental. Physiology and behavioral changes, focusing on relaxing, meditation, exercise, and self care. Eudaimonia, strive for the goals in your life and being true to yourself. Equipped with this broad perspective of emotions and the reason behind our reactions, in times of peril, we can learn to handle these situations better, be unscathed by negative emotions that are being produced due to circumstances beyond our control. We could learn to be like Neo, doing sick, cool moves, dodging bullets life shoots at us, standing in the same place, being stable, strong, and steadfast on our feet. Alan Watts once said, "We seldom realize, for example, that most of our private thoughts and emotions are not actually our own, for we think in terms of languages and images which we did not invent, but which were given to us by our society." That's all for this one. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for your time. Peace.